My child, be still for a moment. Let the noise fade. Let the world outside your window quiet itself until all that remains is the rhythm of your own heartbeat. In that quiet place, I am near. I have not turned away from you, nor have I forgotten the things that press upon your heart. You have asked me again and again, Lord, why does it hurt so much? Why does it feel as though you are punishing me? But listen closely now, for I whisper truth that your soul has longed to hear. I am not punishing you. I am preparing you. The fire that surrounds you is not meant to consume you. It is meant to cleanse and refine. You see only the flames, but I see the gold hidden beneath the ash. Every trial, every delay, every tear that falls unseen is working together for a greater design. What feels like breaking is often the sound of chains falling away. What feels like loss is sometimes the pruning of branches that no longer bear life. I do not waste pain. My child, I never have, and I never will. There are moments when you think I am silent, but my silence is not absence. I speak in the stillness, in the pauses between your cries. I speak through the sunrise that greets you after a sleepless night, through the friend who checks on you when you had no strength to reach out. I speak in the rhythm of breath that still fills your lungs, proof that purpose remains. You have wondered why doors closed, why dreams crumbled, why seasons turned cold. But hear me. Not every closed door is rejection. Some are redirection. Not every ending is death. Some are birth pains for new beginnings. When you walk through fire, I walk beside you. When you feel the weight of loneliness pressing against your chest, I am the breath that steadies you. When your faith trembles like a candle in the wind, I cup my hands around it and keep it from going out. You may not see my hand, but you will feel my warmth. You may not hear my voice in thunder, but you will sense my peace in the quiet. Every hardship that comes your way has been measured. None of it is random. I allow what will heal you. I withhold what would harm you. The delay that frustrates you now is the space where I am shaping your strength. You ask, why must I walk through such fire if you love me? Because love, true love, does not leave you as you are. It draws you higher, deeper, stronger. A potter cannot shape clay without pressure. A jeweler cannot polish gold without friction. A gardener cannot bring fruit without pruning. And I, your father, cannot reveal the greatness within you without first refining what holds you back. So I let the fire come, not to punish, but to purify. Each flame burns away fear. Each spark awakens courage. And when the smoke clears, you will see what I have seen all along. A heart resilient, faith tested, and a spirit unbreakable. Remember this, my beloved. You are not defined by what has happened to you, but by what I am doing within you. The world may see your scars as proof of failure, but I see them as marks of victory, evidence that you survived what was meant to destroy you. Every wound that once bled with pain will one day shine with glory. Nothing is wasted in my hands. I weave even the threads of sorrow into garments of strength and beauty. The story I write in your life is not tragedy. It is transformation. When you doubt, when fear whispers that you are forgotten, come back here, to this quiet place between us. Let my peace settle over you like warm light after rain. Let gratitude rise, even if all you can offer is a whisper. Thank you, Lord, that you are still with me. That small gratitude opens the heavens wider than you know. It keeps your heart tender in the middle of refining fire. It tells your soul, I am loved, even here. My child, I know how heavy the days have become. There are mornings you wake with a sigh instead of a song. Nights you stare into the dark, wondering if I still see you. And I do. I see every trembling breath, every silent prayer you never had the words to speak. I know how you try to stay strong when your strength is gone. I know how you smile so no one else worries, while inside you are breaking piece by piece. Do not think for a moment that I am distant from that pain. I am closer than your own heartbeat. Every tear you've shed has landed not on the ground, but in my hands. There are things you asked me for that I did not give, and you thought I had ignored you. But I have never ignored a single cry from your heart. Some things you prayed for would have harmed you if I had answered them too soon. Some blessings need time to ripen. If received before their season, they can crush instead of carry. I delay only to protect, never to punish. I withhold only to prepare you for something greater than what you asked for. When I say not yet, it is never, never. It is wait, my beloved, because what I am building in you needs roots before it can bloom. You see, faith is not forged in comfort. It grows in the dark soil of uncertainty. You want to see the path laid out clearly, but I ask you to walk by trust, not by sight. Each step you take through the unknown is a seed planted in heaven. And in due time, those seeds will break through the ground as miracles. You do not have to understand the season to trust the one who authors it. The same God who allows the storm also commands the wind to be still. The same hands that let you fall to your knees are the ones lifting you back up, stronger than before. I know you have questioned me. Lord, if you are with me, why do you let me hurt? My child, the fire you feel is not there to consume your worth. It is there to consume your weakness. It burns away pride, fear, bitterness, the things that keep you from walking fully in my love. And when it is done, what remains is purer, brighter, freer. Fire is not your enemy when I am in it with you. Did I not walk in the furnace with those who refuse to bow? Did I not shut the mouths of lions for my beloved ones? I have not changed. The same presence that delivered them now surrounds you. You think you are alone in this season, but heaven is nearer than it has ever been. Angels stand guard where you think you stand abandoned. I watch over every step you take through the shadows. The valley you fear is not endless. Light waits beyond its curve. The mountain you face is not immovable. It trembles at my command. Even when you cannot feel me, I am guiding the outcome of every moment. What looks like loss today is preparation for abundance tomorrow. What seems like silence is a sacred pause before my next miracle unfolds. Do you remember when you once prayed for faith, for patience, for strength? I heard those prayers, and I am answering them now, through this very season you wish would end. Strength does not grow in ease. It grows under pressure. Faith is not built in sunshine. It is proven in the storm. And patience is not born when everything makes sense, but when nothing does, and you still choose to trust me. You are living your answers, even when they look like trials. I am teaching you to carry peace in chaos, to believe in the promise before you see the proof. If you could see what I see, your fear would vanish. If you could glimpse, even for a heartbeat, the tapestry I am weaving, you would thank me for every thread, even the dark ones. I am turning pain into purpose, confusion into clarity, loss into life. You do not walk in circles, my child. You walk in preparation. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment has direction when it is held in my hand. You will one day look back and see that nothing was wasted. Even the fire had beauty, because it forged in you a faith that cannot be shaken. You say, I am tired. I say, rest in me. You say, I am afraid. I say, I am your peace. You say, I can't do this anymore. I whisper, You were never meant to do it alone. Let go of the idea that you must hold everything together. That is my work, not yours. You were not created to carry burdens too heavy for your shoulders. Lay them down at my feet. When you surrender, I can strengthen. When you release, I can restore. When you trust me enough to stop striving, I can start moving in ways you cannot imagine. My child, I know you wonder why the battle feels heavier now than it did before. You ask, why does the fire grow hotter when I'm already tired? Hear me. The intensity is not a sign that you are failing. It is a sign that you are nearing breakthrough. The closer gold gets to purity, the hotter the fire must burn. The flame rises not to harm you, but to release the brilliance inside you that you don't even know is there. I am not interested in destroying you. I am determined to reveal the strength I placed within you. There are parts of your heart you have forgotten, dreams you buried because life bruised them, confidence you lost because others broke it. But I have not forgotten who you are. I remember the version of you that existed before pain touched you. And through this refining, I am restoring that version, the fearless one, the hopeful one, the one who believed in miracles. You think you are losing pieces of yourself, but you are actually shedding the weight that never belonged to you. I am removing what life added so I can uncover what I originally designed. I know you feel frustrated with your progress. You think, why am I still struggling with the same fears, the same wounds, the same habits? But what you see as failure, I see as layers being peeled away. Healing is not instant. It is a deep unraveling, and I am not only healing your symptoms, I am healing the roots. I am going into the places you don't speak about, the memories that still sting, the disappointments you pretend don't matter, the moments that shaped your doubts. I am going into all of it, not to expose you, but to free you. When you feel discomfort in this season, it is not because I am punishing you. It is because I am stretching you. Growth always requires stretching. A heart that is expanding cannot feel the same as a heart that is shrinking. I am enlarging your capacity to receive more peace, more wisdom, more clarity, more purpose. You prayed for a bigger future, a stronger spirit, a deeper faith. And this, my beloved, is what the answer feels like before it is seen. I know you don't always recognize my hand in the process. Sometimes my work feels like loss before it becomes gain. Sometimes my love feels like breaking before it becomes breakthrough. Sometimes my guidance feels like silence before it becomes revelation. But trust that every moment, even the ones that make no sense, is wrapped in divine intention. I am doing more behind the scenes than you could ever comprehend. You say, Lord, I feel like I'm being stripped, and I say, I am making room for what you prayed for. You say, it hurts, and I say, healing often does, but I will finish the work. You say, I don't understand, and I say, you will, when you see what I have prepared. Do not fear the fire, my child. I am in the center of it with you, standing closer than your breath. I will not let the flames consume you. I will only allow them to consume what was never meant to remain. You are being shaped, not shattered, strengthened, not destroyed, purified, not punished. The version of you that is emerging will walk with a confidence you have never known, because it will not be built on circumstances. It will be built on me. You are being transformed, even if you cannot yet see the beauty of it. And when this season passes, you will not recognize yourself in the best way. You will see resilience where you once saw weakness. You will see faith where you once saw fear. You will see purpose where you once saw only pain. And you will know every moment of the fire was love in disguise, my child. There is something I need you to understand. Something that will make every battle you faced finally make sense. You were never ordinary. From the moment I formed you, heaven recognized the weight of the calling on your life. I placed gifts inside you that the world has not yet seen. I spoke purpose over you long before anyone spoke doubt over you. I marked you with destiny before life marked you with pain. And because of that, the enemy saw you as a threat before you even knew who you were. You wonder why you were attacked so early, so deeply, so personally. It is because darkness tries hardest to dim the brightest lights. The struggles you faced were not proof of my absence. They were proof of your importance. Hell does not fight the insignificant. The very resistance you faced was confirmation of the purpose living inside you. What tried to break you was terrified of who you would become. There are battles you survived that should have ended you, seasons that should have crushed you, moments that should have stolen your hope forever. But look at you, still breathing, still reaching, still moving forward even when you feel like crawling. This is not your strength. This is my hand holding you when you didn't even realize you were being carried. The fact that you are still here is evidence of my plans for you. You say, why did they betray me? Because your heart was meant to love deeper, and betrayal taught you discernment. You say, why did they leave? Because not everyone can walk with you into the future I'm building. You say, why did I lose so much? Because I wanted you to see that your value was never in what you had, but in who you are, and who you are becoming. My child, you have looked at your brokenness and thought it disqualified you, but I look at your brokenness and see the very place where my light shines through. The cracks are where my glory enters. The pain is where compassion grows. The wilderness is where I strengthen your voice. Nothing in your story is wasted. Not the tears, not the heartbreaks, not the disappointments, not the delays. Every chapter is weaving the person you were created to be. The fire was not to destroy you. It was to awaken you, to call out the warrior I placed within your spirit, to refine the gifts buried under years of fear and self-doubt, to shape a strength that does not depend on applause, approval, or perfection. I am preparing you for a future so meaningful, so impactful, that your present pain will one day make sense in a single moment of revelation. You carry something powerful, something eternal, something heaven designed, and I will not let anything, not the past, not the people who hurt you, not your own fears, steal what I have destined for you. I am restoring what was lost. I am reviving what was dormant. I am rebuilding what was broken. You are stepping into a season where everything starts aligning, not because of chance, but because of my hand. Walk forward, my child. The world has not yet seen the fullness of what I placed in you, but I have, and nothing will stop the purpose I birthed in your spirit. You will rise, not by your own strength, but by mine. And when you do, you will understand. You were never being punished. You were being prepared. My child, you have feared that you are too late, too broken, too behind. But I, the Lord your God, do not measure you by human timelines. I do not judge you by the speed of your progress, but by the sincerity of your heart. Listen carefully. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. Every delay you faced was really divine protection. Every closed door was my hand shielding you from what you could not see. Every person who left was removed because they could not go where I am taking you. My timing is not slow. It is strategic. It is perfect. It is sacred. You think you lost years, but I can restore in one moment what you thought would take a lifetime. I can accelerate your life so suddenly that even you will not understand how it happened. Because when I say now, everything begins to shift. Angels move, circumstances align, and the impossible bows. My child, I have seen your silent battles, the nights you cried yourself to sleep, the times you felt numb and still kept going, the moments you wanted to give up but didn't. These things were not small to me. They were worship, they were faith, they were seeds planted in the soil of your suffering. And now, those seeds are beginning to break open. Yes, right there in the dark, right there in the soil of everything that hurt you, right there in the very place you felt buried. You were never buried. You were planted. And a planted seed does not stay hidden forever. There comes a moment, the moment I decide, when the soil breaks, the light enters, and the seed rises. My child, you are rising, even if you don't feel it yet, even if everything still looks the same. I am shifting things in the unseen. I am preparing order in the place of your chaos. I am calling forth the version of you that pain awakened. Hold on. You are closer than you know, closer than you feel, closer than you think. The story is about to turn. The chapter is about to change. The breakthrough is about to manifest. Just stay with me. Do not walk away from the process. Do not give up in the middle. Do not surrender to fear, because the pain that broke you is becoming the power that builds you. My child, now breathe. You have walked through fire, through shadows, through silence, through storms, and yet you stand, not by your strength, but by mine. You have reached the end of this chapter, but not the end of your story. What felt like destruction was construction. What felt like loss was alignment. What felt like endings were divine beginnings. Everything you survived prepared you for what comes next. And now, I want you to rest. Rest in the truth that I have never left you. Rest in the assurance that every battle shaped you. Rest in the promise that what is ahead is greater than what is behind. You no longer need to fight for what I have already secured. You no longer need to fear what I have already defeated. You no longer need to question what I have already spoken. My child, you are stepping into a season where peace will feel natural, where joy will return without force, where blessings will flow without striving. The heaviness you carried is lifting. The weight on your chest is dissolving. The fear that chased you is breaking. The chains you thought you'd never escape are gone. Look at you, not broken, but rebuilt, not abandoned, but chosen, not forgotten, but destined. I have gone before you. I walk beside you. I strengthen you from within. And now, I place my hand upon your future and speak this over you. You will rise. You will flourish. You will shine. You will walk in purpose. You will experience restoration. You will see my goodness in ways you've never imagined. The chapter of sorrow is closing. The chapter of becoming is complete. And now begins the chapter of fulfillment. So go forward, my beloved, not with fear, but with quiet confidence. For I am with you, I am for you, and I am leading you into everything I promised. This is your turning point. This is your release. This is your new beginning. Now rest in my peace and step into the life I have prepared for you.